you like music, that's kind of alright. And laughing until you die. Subscribe.
Take the thing that you want to do, and then take the thing that you're good at, and then somewhere in the middle there is the thing that you probably should be doing. I always said I want the band to be more than a band. I want it to be a movement. Man, we aren't that band.
Oh, we move some people to tears with how stupid we are.
Oh my god, those guys are so dumb.
I had to act that out in case you didn't know what I meant.
I specifically wanted to avoid being so silly. And we have taken a flying nosedive into it now.
I don't know about flying nosedive. I don't know about that.
Action!
Oh my god! Oh!
I don't mind it now. I just think it illustrates the point that once we decided to be a little flexible on that thing that we wanted to do, we just naturally gravitated towards the thing we were actually best at. And now, man, I feel like we've got some real momentum. I mean, it's a snowball effect happening right now.
You are hilarious, man. I said the same thing to my wife. I said, but tonight, at one point, I think we hit 33 viewers. And when I say the numbers out loud, of course it's laughable, man.
These are baby steps.
Yeah.
Okay? You better finish that water. You're like a child.
I'm done. Did you say you have like a child?
Of course I did not.
Well, we have video proof, so we'll see.
All right, we will. And you owe me $1 million if you're wrong. You're like a child. You're like a child. You're like a child.
Do you remember when we first started?
I like to call this part of my life humble pie.
We worked at Domino's Pizza together for a short time. It's very funny. I worked there when I was 16 years old. And then when he joined the band, which would have been fast forward about 12 years.
Fast forward.
Is that right? 7, 8. Yeah, that's about right. I quit another job that was earning me a decent regular hourly wage so that I could deliver pizzas
With me.
I think I took a break from reality for a few weeks there.
A little bit, yeah. Well, that part's pretty fun.
When you're in your hometown delivering pizzas at 28 years old, you're going to be knocking on the doors of your classmates who are successful. I would see their name on the ticket and go, oh, no.
They're going to think all's going wrong with the people's household. Oh, 2 jobs. Nope, this is the only one, actually.
Supplemental income, eh? No.
No. Well,
this is it.
Yeah, other than the band.
Being a successful band is like having a stew with all kinds of different ingredients. And individually, those ingredients are very little significance, but together, they make this wonderful tasting stew. Okay, I don't like stew. I went to the pizza analogy. One of the ingredients on this pizza pie, if you will, is the delicious ingredient of booking.
Oh.
And booking
That's my least favorite thing to put on the pizza.
Yeah, booking is that thing that I wouldn't ever eat alone, but the pizza doesn't exist without it.
So, any major booking agents out there, if you're watching this, call me at 615-774-1455. That's not my phone number, but wow, I spit that out really good. I just
instead of saying like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like I made up a real sounding number. It sounds super real when you watch it back. To vlog aside, when you watch it back, you'll be like, dang dude, I'm calling that number right now because I want to see who it is.
Stop.
Hello?
When it comes to booking, the first word that comes to my mind is burnout. What do I mean by this? The thing that kills a band is burnout. It's fatigue.
Yeah.
And the fatigue doesn't happen because you're working hard. It happens because you're working hard with no fruit.
Yeah.
So there's no reward.
Definition of insanity, really.
If I book gigs like this, is it going to cause me to hate what I'm doing? Most of the people that I know that are in bands, they're depressed.
Because nothing is actually really being achieved.
Yeah.
And if you're not seeing even a glimmer of hope, which really a lot of that I think can come in when money starts happening.
A lot of times you find yourselves booking shows for exposure. Exposure gigs. And here's the thing about exposure gigs. They're not all bad. There's like this thing that I've seen a lot of people sharing now where they're basically other musicians, they complain about gigs for exposure. Let me tell you something. If you're even hearing about exposure gigs, you need them. Okay? Believe me, you need them because exposure is valuable at your stage.
Something people have to offer you.
Here's where I draw the line on exposure. It's when they claim there's going to be exposure, but there is none. We one time booked a show, and when we got there, we performed for an empty room until the sound guy turned on the bubble machine. And then it was us and about 1 million bubbles and the sound guy.
That was one of the lowest of the lows, dude. Oh man,
I remember that like it was
that.
last summer.
I hated that. And then, the good thing was, though, the place put us up on their floor.
Not only did they put us up on their floor, they had a concrete floor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Concrete. What I always try to look for is, okay, is this show going to move the dial in some way? Is there going to be like a net gain financially in the long run for doing this show? If somebody comes to us and says, look, we got this event, there's going to be about 200 people there.
Are there blow-up houses? If they say yes to that,
Anywhere on the property.
is there a blow-up house within 20 miles of this concert?
On your social media platforms, they have these insights, and you can go in and look at who's responding to what you do. And the vast majority of our response comes from the age bracket of like 25 to 55, all through there. Every time I'm booking any kind of show, I gotta look at what is the demographic. If it's 200 like teenagers, then what I'm really doing is playing for about 20 interested kids.
And maybe 5 of them have their parents' money.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll have dry spells where
You were just like, what?
sometimes you have dry spells where like you don't have shows for a long time, and so when one comes in, even a bad one, it's very tempting to just go, okay, I'll take it. That's what happened when we played in a barn for about 200 chicks.
The
chicks.
babies.
Baby chickens.
Baby chickens. They couldn't even fly yet.
I graduated homeschool. I graduated homeschool. I graduated homeschool.